Good day to you one and all. It is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Today is one of my most favourite types of episode. It's the comments episode. Comments episode 41, in fact. So, yeah, we've been doing this for a long time, but we're not doing comments episodes every week. We just do it when we've managed to carefully curate a selection of your missives that are deemed worthy of my attention. And I will always answer honestly, open-heartedly, and to the best of my abilities. Can't say fairer than that now, can we? Justin Hawkins rides again. Bonabelekos, who says, how was the New Year's Eve gig, Justin? I watched without knowing you were in it and was super happy when I saw you at the start. Oh, nice one, Bonabelekos. Sam Ryder's just a really positive guy, isn't he? He sort of bounces around like a Labrador, comes up and sticks his muzzle in your groin and goes, oh, hey, how you doing? All right. And I just love him. He's just got an amazing energy. And he's a great singer as well. So when we did the practice run through in the afternoon, it was like I knew that I could trust him with the sort of high part of the pre-chorus on I Believe in a Thing Called Love, and I was able to do a sort of harmony over him. And I love doing that anyway. It's really cool to sort of sing with people who know what they're doing. I love it. And he's a really good guitar player as well, which I was impressed by. So we were sort of trading licks and harmonising with each other. It was really good fun. I don't always like those sort of TV things because I think sometimes they can be a little bit Saturday night. I think you know what I'm talking about. I mean, but I always sort of have a slight trepidation going into them, thinking, oh God, not more Saturday night television stuff. But actually, once you're in there and doing it, it can be really good fun, especially when somebody like Sam Ryder's involved, and he's just, I don't know, it's just a nice guy to be around, really. And the other thing that was interesting was like one of the other performers was Mel C, who's the Sporty Spice she was the Sporty Spice from the Spice Girls, and obviously a successful solo artiste in her own right, and years ago in an interview she had stated that the rudest celebrity that she'd ever encountered was moi. I mean, can you imagine me? So I managed to make friends with her after all these years of me sort of being a bit confused. I think, what happened was, back in the day when we met one another, I may have had a little bit to drink on that day. Sometimes there's if you're eating like a certain types of dessert, like a trifle or a tiramisu, there can be a little bit of alcohol in there, and it doesn't really sit well with me. So I was probably bewildered by the alcohol that was in a trifle or a tiramisu, and I don't think I heard her correctly when she said something to me that I should have reacted in a positive way. Like, she'd just covered I Believe in a Thing Called Love and told me that. I mean, maybe she did it in like a radio session or something like that. And then I just didn't react in an appropriate way. So, again, apologies to Mel C and enthusiasts of Mel C and the Spice Girls and stuff. Definitely didn't... I was really shocked when she said that I was rude, but, she was there, so I'm inclined to believe her now. But anyway, mate, we kissed and made up, so it's all right. We're all friends again. That's good, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for your comment, Bonabelekos. It was an eventful evening. Russ says, how can this... Oh, this is going to be a good one. I already know this is going to be bad. How can this dude even appreciate a song when he pauses at the start and in the middle of every single breakdown and guitar solo? No idea how he has so many subscribers when he's only interested in hearing himself talk. All right, well, I'll break this down into the first part's a question. How can this dude even appreciate a song when he pauses at the start and in the middle of every single breakdown and guitar solo? Yeah, I mean, actually, I think that's a fair point, because I think what Russ is arguing there is that to really glean like an emotional response to a song, you need to hear it in its entirety, so that the journey and the narrative arc that the composers and the lyricists have prepared for you, that you accept that as a whole and you meditate on it, and then you can react to it whilst seeing the bigger picture of the whole song. You know, I get that, but at the same time, if I sat here and listened to the whole song, then it would essentially just be me listening to a song, and that's not really how this channel works. So, I mean, I'm breaking it down myself actually, so I'll listen to a little bit of it and I'll sort of react to that, and then we can talk about it as a whole at the end of the thing. That's kind of the format that I'm using there, and also it's nice to sort of try and play a solo, you know, after you hear a solo, talk about it as it's happening, because it's a reaction. I don't want to go back and listen to it the second time, because that would be disingenuous, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be a genuine kind of actual reaction. It would be something that I've meditated on, and maybe I've contrived some things that I want to say in my brains or whatever. It's not how I like to do things. I like to do things by the seat of my pants. Anyway, next part of Russ's remark is no idea how he has so many subscribers when he's only interested in hearing himself talk. Russ, this is going to shock you. I don't do this so that I can listen to myself talk. I do this so that you can listen to me talk. You lucky things. I'm like anybody else. I don't necessarily enjoy hearing myself talk or even sing. But we have an audience here on account of the fact that so many of you can tolerate the timbre and the cadence of my waffling, and sometimes I hit upon theories and concepts and conceits that connect. It's called YouTube, not MeTube. I don't know what that means. Anyway, but thanks for your comment, Russ. I can tell you're a gigantic prick, but I'm just kidding. No, no idea how he has so many subscribers when he's only interested in hearing himself talk. Yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it? I only actually made this YouTube channel for myself. You know, I record them and then I just listen back because I love hearing myself talk. If anybody else likes it, that's a bonus. Right, so anyway, thanks, Russ. See you next time. Tristan says, do you ever worry that listening to so many bad songs makes it harder to write good ones? Do I look like a person that worries? Honestly, I think listening to stuff is one of the most rewarding. I mean, music is the best art. It's just better than everything else, you know. It's the best thing. So listening to bad things provides contrast to the things that are amazing and that really make your soul ignite and become incandescent with all of the emotions that you know, that these particular songs promote. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but listening to bad songs isn't. I mean, it can be a bit excruciating, but then you just know what not to do, you know. John says, hi Justin, this is becoming my favourite YouTube channel. Nice one. You're just a really nice dude. Smoke and mirrors, my friend. Smoke and mirrors. Cheeky question. You got the teeth done, very nice. Why not get the hair done too? You'll regret it when it's gone. Trust me, if I could afford it, I would have. I happen to like my little Bruce Lee / George Harrison hairstyle. But, you know, nice of you to observe the necessity. And then Christine O'Brien reacted to John by saying, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know. I guess... and then Becca wades in with the hair is looking lush, dark and floppy, lovely, beautiful jacket too. Bit disappointed that your folks didn't come out and tell you off. They did, but they waited until the morning after, actually. Yeah, okay, well, I'll consider that. Maybe I'll do a little Kickstarter campaign. The Justin Hawkins hair transplant Kickstarter. Because you're not the first person to mention that, and you probably won't be the last. But, you know, I'm 47 years old. What do you want from me, all right? What do you want from me? I'm aging appropriately. Like a fine wine, but with a bald head. No, I mean, I don't think I want to do it in a sort of respectful way. I want to go bald and then wear a toupee and just see if you guys can see the edges. But thanks a lot for your observation, John. Really appreciate that. South Jersey Matt says, I'm Jaded. Do I have to like everything new? I don't think there's any obligation for you to like or dislike anything, really. I mean, but there's some great stuff out there. You know, some of it's like watery. Some of it doesn't really connect. Some of it hasn't got any edge, and some of it's just, you know, maybe it's too prevalent. It's just everywhere, and then you can't escape from it. And it's not always the thing you want to listen to if you're feeling stuff. But if you go looking for music, you'll find stuff that's new and exciting, and people are reinventing, especially guitar music. I mean, look at what Polyphia's doing. They're approaching the guitar in a way that I don't even understand, you know, and doing stuff that's so interesting and original. You don't have to like it, but I think if you go looking for stuff, you will find something that connects. You just don't let that jaded sort of sensation overcome you. There's stuff out there for you, I promise. Jackie Kravitz says, comments, so you don't want to be called out on my grammar. Oh, don't want to be called... sorry, I'm doing it by accident. Jackie, no one's going to do that, don't worry. Comments day question. Do you think lyrics alone can carry the music, or music alone carry the lyrics? Can you give an example of both? Yes. Yeah, I'll give you 2 examples from my own oeuvre, if you'll permit me. I Believe in a Thing Called Love has terrible lyrics. They're placeholder lyrics. They don't even rhyme. They do all the things that I hate in a lyric. But because of the vibe of the music and how uplifting the melody is, it's kind of like every time I tried to change it to something that I consider to be good, it was like, well, this just doesn't feel as uplifting, you know. So there's something dumb about it that works, you know. So I think the music elevates the lyrics to the level where they just don't matter anymore, you know. It's just a bit of fun. So that's a good example of the music carrying the lyrics. Let me think of another one where it's the other way around. Well, any rap at all, you know, because a lot of the time the old-fashioned hip-hop used to be like that middle section of a record where it was give the drummer some, let him have a go, you know, and then he does like a break beat. You loop that, and it's only supposed to be like the middle 8, and then you do a rap over top of it. It's brilliant. That's my understanding of early hip-hop. Don't judge, okay? I like a lot of different stuff, you know. So yeah, I think when they used to sort of talk about the way a song, like a songwriting partnership, would often be music and a lyricist, and then they would share the money equally because they're both considered as important as each other. One can elevate the other, one can completely excuse the other, and one can destroy the other, you know. I just think there's thousands of examples of it working in both directions, really. But thanks, Jackie, I really appreciate that. And sometimes, like, even in a bad song, there's a good idea. That's why they exist, I suppose. It's all creativity, isn't it? Super thanks. So many of you have done super thanks since my last comments video that it's actually too long a list for me to read out. So we're going to use the description area here to personally thank each and every one of you. Yeah. I'll see how quickly I can do it. George Hung, Chippie B, Sarah Crozier, Jay Uno, Caroll 8, Artiste, Matt Jackson, Scott Erickson, Jonathan H, Erika Villalobos, Janeen McCrae, Matt Egan, Sandra, MJ and ATX, Jammydodger, Guy Dye, David Quinn, Ray Kelly, JenJen 81, Richard Checkman, Bill Ware, Waygonner, Digital Dirtbag, Cynthia Becker, Chantale, Moonbeanification, Clair B, BattleCat 34, Lacey Ann, Matthew Hollars, Katie Leggott, Matt Cameron, TR Hummer, Nellie K, Lone Wolf, Keen Rourke, Christopher Smith, Lisa Stubbs, John S. Freed, Tony Carey, Andy M, Lorna Karim G, Nin Stardust, Rich Keenan, The Good Gone, Satan, Criviet, Penn One, Rob Young, Daniel Tillig, Mike Van Fleet, Steve Polari, AJB123, The Band Naked Image, Brendan Watson, Lisa Celotto? Sorry, love. I'm sorry. Perry Urban, Tim Von Swine, U+1F47B, Jenny Mai, that's a good name. Emma Young, Truffle Huffer, John Little, Fair, and David Wills. That wasn't too bad now, was it? So yeah, thanks a lot for all of your super thanks. Honestly, you'll never understand how much it means to me. You've made a middle-aged man very happy indeed. So yeah, until next time, I will bid you adieu. See you on the ice, and keep those comments coming. Use the comment section of all of my episodes, and then we can discuss them. Well, I'll do my monologue and then listen back to it endlessly because I just love the sound of my own voice. I mean, who wouldn't? Tim Hawkins. Justin Hawkins writes again. Do you like it staccato like that? Justin Hawkins writes again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, watch one of these 2 videos, and yeah, nice one, guys. Cheers. Yeah.